50 things small business owners wish they'd known before starting a small business. Now, we've talked about one, two, and three. So we're going to go over one, two, and three, and we're just going to have a clear discussion on what all of this includes. Thorough market research. We discussed previously that it prevents waste of money and effort and helping you find out if what your customers really want. So when we're thinking about what our customer really wants, we want to be able to do maybe some surveys. You want to put the word out there and kind of have some impromptu conversation, but most importantly, you want to reach out to your competitors because your competitors are already in the industry. They know what they're talking about and they know what's expected. They can tell you what the market is yielding currently, what the profit margin looks like. They can give you all of this information. Okay. So again, here's a tip. Talk to potential customers, read the reviews, okay, and check your competitors before actually launching your business. Two, overnight success. We all know Rome wasn't built overnight. So I would definitely suggest that you set long-term goals, okay, and expect progress to be slow and steady. Now, that does not mean that there aren't those 5 percenters that's like on social media they get in and they like, oh, okay, well, we're overnight success. You're looking for the longevity. You're looking for actually starting the business, and then once you've been in business for so long, actually developing a succession plan, getting out of the business, selling the business, or giving it to one of your kids. And here's my thing: be mindful of being in business for 20, 30 years and then say, hey, I'm gonna will it to my children. Your children may not see that business as important, and they'll probably just sell it. So you want to make sure you don't set your heart on your children following your lead if that's not what one is purpose for them, or it's not what they want. Okay. Number three was our create a business plan. You want to make sure that you really understand. I didn't like business plans at first, but that was pre being educated and understanding a business plan is not just for financial gain. The business plan is a physical document or electronic document of your plan that you have for yourself, for your business, that will give you some type of accountability. Okay. Now, once you do that, setting a clear plan gives you clear focus. And yes, I have my notes. I always keep my notes. Measure progress, spot problems. Now, here's what I say: use a simple template outlining your idea, costs, and steps forward. Real simple. Okay, be intentional with that. Number four, you want to manage cash flow, not just your profits. Okay, why? Because businesses close when they run out of cash. Okay, even if you're making money, if the business isn't making money, let me say that, on paper. Okay, so use a spreadsheet. If you don't have QuickBooks, you don't have all this other stuff, use a spreadsheet or some type of app to track how much money is coming in and going out each week. Okay, I've told my entrepreneurship students, when you have your accounting and you have your business plan, look at these things quarterly. Business owners, we look at quarters instead of annual, and we also look at quarters for tax purposes, for accountability purposes in our goals. We look for quarters in making sure we're pinpointing where we are in our business, in the business life cycle. Okay. Now, because we understand that growth does take time and resilience, small business owners, we're up early in the morning, late at night. Yes, it's going to take a heavy lift up front, but I do want you to understand that while you're doing that, a lot of people give up too soon, okay? Not realizing just how much grit it takes to succeed. It's not for the weak, okay? It's definitely not for the weak, but it pays off in the end if your foundation is strong enough, the market yields what you need, and you understand how to scale that information and scale that business. So celebrate the small wins. How they say a win is a win. Celebrate the small wins and remind yourself you just started and why you started. Okay. They say 5 to 7 years is when your business really turns a profit. Listen, small wins day by day. Oh, I reached 15, 20 people. One replied. That's a small win. Okay, you're right where you need to be. Now, you want to think about starting your branding early. Okay, branding helps people recognize who you are and recognize and trust your business. Branding is everything. And let me go in a little depth about this branding thing, because when we think about branding, we think of, oh, my logo, my this, my that. I'm gonna go get a Facebook page. I'm gonna go get all these things. But one thing you need to know is your branding does not only stop at your business. It stops at your personal information. When I say information, your personal Facebook page, your personal Instagram page, your personal TikTok page. This is my personal TikTok page. Okay. But what I want you to understand is how you carry yourself on your personal page will affect everything about your business. Okay. I have been to people's personal Facebook pages, and I say that because I've seen it and I've recently seen it. You're running a business, yet you on your Facebook page, your personal page, acting totally unprofessional. I mean, drama, cussing, all these different things, just totally not who you are or not who your business says you are. While I understand that what you know does not separate from who you are what you know, and you become what you know. Okay. So, character, it speaks volumes. Okay. So, one, if you don't want your personal page public, then don't make it public. But at the same token, I want you to also understand not to behave like that on your business page.